All right. Hey, everybody. This is Marcus Painter. I just wanted to take a couple of minutes and talk through some of the basics for Google and some of the things that we can start out with. And when I say basic, I mean we want to see how we can get logged in and so forth. So, first thing you'll do is open up your Chrome web browser, which probably will send you to your homepage, whatever you've set that to be. Then you're going to go to Google. And most of you, I guess those of you who have not logged into Google or didn't stay logged into Google, you'll get to a page that looks like this and you'll need to log in. So you're going to sign in. So click that. And since I've signed in before, I'm going to sign in again. Now I have to remember my password. So that's right. Strike one. Try it again. Either one. Yes. We've all been there. All right. So I'm logged in. See, it says Marcus. So now that we're logged in to Google, there's a number of things we can do. But the first thing I want to talk about is if you scroll up here, it says to the grid, it says apps. So I'm going to click that. And it gives me a bunch of options and it gives me more options. For today, I just want to go to my Drive. I'm going to click Drive. For those of you that use Dropbox in the past, that's basically what this is. So this is your storage location for all of the documents that you create on Google, and also things that aren't Google Docs or Google Slides or Google Drawings. You can still store. In fact, anything that's Google does not cut into your storage amount. So you can see here that I have 0% of my storage used, but yet I have hundreds of files because they're all Google files. So they kind of give you free access that way. So this is storage, and there are a number of things over here that you can do. I just misclicked. So we'll go back to Drive. It looks just like anything else. If you double click one of these files, you open it up. It's internet based. And the great thing about Google is that since it's internet based, wherever you have internet, you have access to your documents. And you can also do all sorts of great things with sharing and cooperative work, either with co-workers, co-teachers, but students can also work with groups. So they no longer have the excuse of not being able to communicate with each other to do group work maybe over a weekend. But in Drive, you've got your storage, and then you've got these categories on the left side. First is shared with me. If I click that, it's going to show me exactly what has been shared with me. And so you can see I've got a long list of student work that's been shared with me to grade or to revise, whatever. So you can have students turn work into you that way. Now, before we get any further, how is it that you share? Well, let me go ahead and go up to New, click that, and I've got some choices. And again, I've got a more, and I have even more choices. I'm just going to start with a Google Doc. Think Microsoft Word. So it brings up a very basic document template here. We don't have to save in Google because Google saves just about every keystroke, which is wonderful for those that forget to save their work. However, many students forget to name their documents. They don't have to share anymore, but they do need to rename. You don't want a bunch of work turned in that with everybody's title as untitled document. So I always urge kids to start by go ahead and name the document. So just call this story and hit OK. Now it's saving. All changes saved in Drive. We always want to check and make sure that it says that at the top. If it does, we're good. I could close right now, and it would save my zero progress here. Now, let's say that I've produced something and this needs to be shared. I need to share it with my teacher. So I'm going to click share. That now brings up this box. There are a couple of different things you can do here. If I'm a student and I need to turn this in to my teacher, I can type in my teacher's email address. So it could be mpainter at, and this is what I use, or all of us actually have a Google account through school. So if you don't have your own personal Google account yet, you actually have one, you just don't know it. So mpainter at tlcampus.com. I have an account there as well. So K Klein at tlcampus.com, D Swain at tlcampus.com. So there's the email. I'm going to go back to the one that I actually use. Actually, I'll share this with Mr. Klein. So there's his email, and there's his goofy face. And now we have other options. So this document is going to be shared between just the two of us. It's not on the World Wide Web for the world to see yet. I can send this to him to edit, which means he can change anything that he sees on it. He can erase, he can delete, he can highlight, he can adjust. He can, if I send it to him as can comment, he can't change what's there, but he can comment on it, which is nice for grading as well. I don't need to change the short story that the student turned in, but I would like to comment on it. So it basically functions like Post-it notes. You type your comments in, nice job here, and so forth. And the other option is Can View. This works well if you just want to share a resource with students or share a document with a particular person. You just send it to them. Can View. They can't do anything with it other than look at it. So because I trust Mr. Klein, I'm going to say that he can edit. And I'm going to click send. And now he can adjust and work with this. He can adjust and change whatever he wants. Now, another thing you can do in sharing is now I've had this shared with Mr. Klein, but let's say that I need to share this with the entire faculty. Well, I don't want to type in all of your email addresses. Please don't take offense. But what I can do is get shareable link. So you click that and you can copy that link. That link can then be posted on TL Campus, can be copied and pasted into a faculty email, however you choose to share it, and then you can, of course, that file then goes to everybody via the link instead of having to type the emails in. So this, as I said, is what we call Google Docs, and it functions just exactly like Microsoft Word. So we've all used Word, and it looks very similar, and it works in a very similar way. So nothing too crazy there. Now I'm going to go back up here and go back to my drive. A new option is Google Photos, coming soon. So you're going to be able to back up your family photos here and have access to them wherever you are, not just the ones that are saved on your home computer or your laptop or your phone. You can sync everything up. When you get to where you have a number of files in Google Drive, it may be helpful to search by most recent. As you can see, the short story document I just shared with Mr. Klein is here already, along with a bunch of trial runs of this exact screencast. So that's one way to sort of get to your files quickly. Also, you can star files. And if you star files, then again, you can get to them more quickly by going to that category, if you will. So that is Drive. Again, storing of any kind of document, the ability to share that document with coworkers